Hello, folks. I was going to try to make this a short, but honestly, the message is just too much, so it has to be a longer form video. This was the first card I pulled today. This is the lower world. And I was asking my beloved, my lover, the all, what is the biggest love for me today? What's the biggest love? What's the best love? What's the most personal love for me today? This is what I get, the lower world. 31? Yeah, 31. 3 and 1 creates a 4, and the 3 is like spiraling. It wraps around me, the 1. Plus 3 is the trinity point of creation. There's nothing without 3. It's not even about duality, because if there's duality, there's a third thing that either blends them or separates them or whatever. There's always 3. The 3 precedes the 1. And this card, the lower world, is about what precedes the 1. This is about ancestry. This is about those that came before. What is dead, but whose storyline still lingers. It came out with this. Immediately after I pulled this 2 of Cups as the clarifier for this. Like, okay, all of this tells me together. The first keywords are soul retrieval. And there was a pick a card that I did the other day, and I feel like this was pile 1 because I feel like it was the one that I said was my pile, and it must be. Either way, this is the vibes of like, there's someone of you that hasn't been brought back into the fold yet. That's been unacknowledged, that remains unacknowledged, that is still here in the lower world. And that could be brought up, that could be raised up within. In celebration, in acknowledgement, in honor. It's not about going to save someone. This isn't a part that wants to come back that needs to be saved. This is a part that stepped away until they were ready to be acknowledged and treated as equals. This is like meet yourself deeply in the love. Deeply meet yourself and acknowledge yourself. And you know what I did this morning, which is different? I sat down to shuffle cards, and there's like a mirror behind me, and I turned to get a deck of cards, and I caught myself in the mirror. And I started talking to myself. Like this face, like, man, you're awesome, you know, like, wow, I love you. And it was different than that too. It was more along the lines of like, I have a thing right now. I have a thing right now with having this like masculine presenting God figure. You know what I mean? Like, I don't believe in a personal God, but sometimes God is personalized by me, for me, so that I can better relate and feel the love. And so right now, God is very personally a lover. It's the romance. It's the romance. So I looked behind my shoulder and I caught myself in the mirror, and it was like, you're his, you know, like you're his, like you're claimed and loved and acknowledged and seen and loved and acknowledged and witnessed and shared with, celebrated. You're partnered with. Someone's participating with you. You're being participated with, like you're being joined, you know, join in. That's what this is all about. Join in. There's a part of you that wants to join in. Let them, invite them, show them that it's worth joining, that it's worth coming back. These are what came out with it. And this is the like, what makes it worth it? And I'm going to put these down for a second, because here's my full and real. I wake up some days wondering what's worth it. The way my life is right now, my every day has been in a like cycle rut of depression, because I don't have myself. I haven't had myself. I've been trying to figure out how to have myself while having 2 children and being a stay-at-home mom that homeschools and has a special needs kid and 2 kids under 10 that gets no breaks or time away, and I can't. the life that I helped create for me by default, because of all of the pain and trauma and wounding that I inherited from all of my many ancestors that believed that they had to put themselves on the back burner, that believed that they could not show up wholly in the world, that they had to abandon themselves to instead take care of business, that they couldn't be authentic, they couldn't be who they were, they couldn't be sovereign, they just had to show up and give themselves over, submit, surrender to the martyrdom. This is the lineage I come from. People-pleasing, service, because if I'm not helping you, if I'm not fixing you, if I'm not taking care of you, then what could possibly be my value? That's who I've been functioning as. And a long time ago, the piece of me that was like, you're not that, and the dude can't abide. You're not that, and the dude can't abide, so the dude won't abide. I'm out. That piece left a long time ago, and I've been functioning as half. I've been functioning as half of me. I've been functioning as the outer Virgoan shell that says, I live to be of service. Virgo sun, Virgo south node, all I know is service. All I know to do is function in service. But now, this is full circle. My 0-degree Libra moon says, no, you've done that martyrdom thing. What about you? You've not once considered yourself. And here we need to return to the lower world, where the part of me that knew I was wrong the way I was functioning myself pieced out and went to just go chill until I was ready to be me again. And this isn't, again, it's not about saving. That part of me knew more than I did, knew more than my ego did. The soul of me that said, I'm not standing by to fucking be trampled by this shit, pieced out. While the ego was like, I can handle it. I can do it. I can just become ever more capable. I can just ever... No, you'll get burnt out. No, you're going to burn yourself out. You're going to totally pour out everything you've ever had, and no one's replenishing you, so you're just going to burn all the way out. And then eventually you're going to come around to appreciating that burnout, because it brings you right back here where you can meet the part of you who's never going to stand up and be like, told you so. They're going to be like, oh, you came. I knew you would. I wasn't even waiting. It's cool here. Like, I don't have any pressure here. I just get to be me here. I don't have to function as an ego here. I just got to be Mystic Kelly hanging out in the ethers, and I didn't have to deal with your ego's bullshit this whole time. So, like, I'm cool. Bring me on back. How? This is how. By finally, actually, allowing myself to put to words, to put to action, and there is no action here. The words are the action. The dreaming is the action. It's a little dark in here. Maybe I'll hold one of these at a time. The dreaming is the action. So this is the 9 of Pentacles. And the 9 of Pentacles is about the world that you've physically created for yourself. The world that's physically manifest. That you get to sit on, magic carpet style. And wonder at. Awe at. He's not scheming, planning. Like, look at, head is empty. You know what I mean? There's no, let me put the next pieces here and practically, tangibly draw this whole thing together and build it. No. I'm in the dream time. I'm totally just sitting here, hanging out on my magic carpet, checking in with this flying fish, because emotions fly from thing to thing. And what's around us in our physical, tangible environment, where we reside, does affect our emotions. And when I woke up the other morning in a tent all alone by myself and was able to wake up at my own pace without anything being demanded of me, shockingly, I didn't feel the heavy weight of oppression on my chest. And I was able to consider myself. What do I feel like doing? I was able to just sit my ass on the ground and go mindless without disassociating. Because there was no pressure for me to figure out what in the physical I had to be doing. But the how of this card is I get to physically show my body I'm safe. look at how still this water is. This is what my nervous system needs in order to allow myself to imagine good things. When I feel like, when my nervous system is getting the messages that I'm stuck in the problem and I'm physically aware of, keenly focused, look at the clouds are like light, but when I'm like eyes intense, focused on everything in my physical environment that needs to be fixed in order for me to be happy, or that isn't calm, or that is turbulent, or whatever, it's too much. It's too much. And I need to be able to bring my body to a safe heart rate, resting, feet, ass on the ground, grounded place of not doing anything, but allowing myself to open up to imagine what would be fulfilling to me. What is the environment that I could curate? And not even that I could curate. Let's take that part out of it. It's not even about, I don't want anything in between. Like, how are we doing this? It's not about the how. It's about what it looks like, what it feels like. It's just about tuning into the feelingscape of it. And this is the physical feeling. The place I want to be at, the person I want to be, the me state of living and being that I want to be experiencing is where I'm in the place where I feel this safe and grounded. And if I can practice my body being in there, like I realized I was just sitting here holding my foot up at a weird tension. When you breastfeed for years, you get used to holding your body in really weird, uncomfortable positions without realizing how contorted it is, because you're just like, sacrifice everything so that the baby can eat and that, the crying doesn't happen. And you don't realize how much you're physically sacrificing your physical comfort. So for me, this is like, acknowledge where and when and how you're physically uncomfortable, and just make the smallest little adjustment to grant yourself a little bit more comfort, a little bit more ease, a little bit more relaxation. This is being mindful of, like, Kelly, your jaw is tight, or you're clenching, or you haven't like breathed through your nose and you haven't like slowed, This is the physical noticings of, am I living in the 9 divine? Am I living, breathing, feeling divinity in my experience right now, or not? Because if you're not, that part's not going to want to come back. The soul doesn't reside in a body that doesn't comfortably welcome the soul, that resists it, that shrinks it, that squeezes it out, that tells it it's too big. No, it doesn't want to be there. So it's about making our body, our physical environment, inhabitable by our soul. Because the soul brings this juice. And this is another way to entice it. This is the 9 of cups. Again, being in the 9 divine, the state of ecstasy of, look at all of these cups she's got to choose from. All stacked up here. This one's even like so many cups, they're overflowing. She's not concerned about this one that spilled out, because she knows that magically her cups are being provisioned from the aether, her lover, the self, everything. I mean, literally, it just evaporates from everything else and condenses and comes down in the rain to fill up her cup. And if you broadcast the frequency of juicy delight, I love this. And I'm like, as soon as I'm saying that, that's me putting on the music that gets me in that place where I'm like, yes, I'm fucking awesome. And I love dancing, and I love my hips, and I love moving, and I love being alive, and I love singing, and I don't care how I sound, and I don't care how I look, and it doesn't matter about anything, because I'm so alive and vital, and I can see it. I can see when I'm alive how much more beautiful I actually look to myself. And if I can see it, I can imagine, I can see it physically, the energy that radiates and pulses out of me. And do you know what that does? The energy around you changes the world. It does. I know this when I'm really angry, when I'm really sad, and when I'm really ecstatic. there have been points where, like, at the peak of my little happy family, where we go into places and there's so much joy, people stare at us and start smiling. And I know that's because of me, because I'm a generator of energy. But I am that so much that when I'm allowing the subconscious programming to rule me, keep me small, keep me in my ego, and that means the over-functioning. That means the worried about if you think I'm good enough or if I think I'm good enough, all the criticizing, all the crap. It makes the best parts of me run away, hiding out in the underworld, because fuck that. It's not even scared or sad. It's not a little itty-bitty part of me that needs healing and needs tending and needs tendering. No. I just need to love my vessel enough that the biggest, boldest, most beautiful, wonderful parts of me want to be here with me now. And those parts already know what's fulfilling. They already know how to feel that. They already know how to resonate at that level. They know how to feel the already here right now of all the things that are wanted. They know how to feel it, emote it, and celebrate it. Celebrate it. So I'm not going to begrudge myself my anger and my frustrations. I'm going to appreciate them for being the sometimes much louder emotions that break open my trying to keep my feelings like this calm and this pleasant. Because sometimes I need the anger to be like, no, it's all a big deal. And if I don't allow myself to feel anger and frustration in a big way, then I don't get to feel anything else in a big way. And this is a big feeling. This is a big feeling. Acknowledging the self. Like, I wish this was a mirror so I could look at myself in it. This is a mirror. I fucking love you. I love you. I love that you eat shit for breakfast. Like, I love that you drink the poison that would kill other people, and it doesn't kill you. It takes you on a journey. You're a shaman, and I don't want to take that label. I won't. You just are. You just are. You just are, Kelly, and you just are. Whoever's watching this and gets it and resonates, like, don't let your vessel miss out on how juicy and fulfilling and wonderful life is when your soul is in here with the rest of it. Because we can scrape by and survive until the end of the days. And I've watched so many people in my life do it that way. Give up their soul. Never fight to take it back. Function as the ego until their corpse finally fucking falls apart. I've seen it firsthand, up close, too personal to ever forget. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, ancestors. I refuse to not live my life. I refuse to exist in this life without my soul fully intact. Refuse. Rebellion is the heart of me. It's the core of me. And that's why she left. To remind me to not settle just for what stays, to go and seek. If it doesn't feel like play, go seek it. Seek it. Find it. Make it your bitch. And the one that's like, bitch, please, get over here and give me a hug. Because damn, I love all my sassy versions. I love all my sweet and tender versions. And I'm so grateful to be capable of doing the work of reclaiming them. speaking to that and sharing, and I'm so glad this message was longer than I thought it was. I'm so glad I got angry first, because the first message that came out was going to be half that potent, half of that medicine. It would have been a much weaker tea. And I like it strong. I like my coffee strong. I like my tea strong. I like the feelings strong. I like my soul strong and soft at the same time. Because I'm allowed to be filled with paradox. And so are you. So do nothing, be nothing, action at all. Don't function as the ego. Go get your ass some soul retrieval on a purely emotional, feeling physical level. Like, here I am. This is not a cage. This is a stage. And I'm pulling back the curtains. And I want you on the center, so I can shine every spotlight on the one thing that is worthy of being seen by me in my life. You. You. Me. I love me so much, and I love you so much. I hope this message landed anywhere and everywhere that it's meant to. Take care until next time.